Let's talk some defense. Today we're going to talk about the Carolina Panthers defense versus the Detroit Lions offense. And before I get started, guys, I want to say that, stats can be misleading in so many ways. So many ways. Like when you hear people say they're middle of the pack defense, that means that they're bad on one side of the football, either against the pass or against the run. That's what that means. So when people say middle of the pack defense, that ain't a good thing. It's not a good thing. Because you want to be up in the top, one of the top defenses, top 10. But if you're in the middle of the pack, it's not a good thing because you're bad either against the run or against the pass. And like I said, stats can be so misleading because let's take some teams, for instance. I was looking at some stuff this weekend, and the first team that came up was Seattle. And Seattle's fifth against the run. They give up 79.2 yards per game. Okay? But they're 28th against the pass, giving up 257.6 yards per game. So when teams play Seattle, they're going to throw the football. They're not going to run it as much. So the stats can be misleading because teams want to throw the ball against them and not run it as much. So they're going to look good versus the run, but they're so bad against the pass that you really don't have to run the ball. Get what I'm saying? Another team, Jacksonville. Jacksonville is third against the run. They only give up 75.3 yards per game. Okay? But against the pass, they're 32nd. They give up 270.3 yards per game. So that makes them a middle of the pack defense because they're bad against the pass. But they're good against the run, and we don't really know how good they are against the run because teams don't have to run it on them. They're going to throw the ball on them. They're going to exploit what's bad. Now let's talk about Carolina. Carolina is 30th against the run, giving up 144.3 yards per game. Okay? And they're 11th versus the pass, giving up 197.8 yards per game. Teams don't have to throw the ball on them when they can just run it all day and get what they want. So that's why I say stats can be so misleading. And there's other examples of this. But when you hear people say middle of the pack defense, that's not a good thing. A middle of the pack defense means that you're either bad against the run or you're bad against the pass. It don't make you a good defense because another team can come exploit whatever your weakness is. Whether it's run or pass, they exploit that, making one side of it look better than it should be. So when you hear middle of the pack defense, you might as well say it's a bad defense. It's a bad defense. There's no such thing as middle of the pack. Either you're good or you're bad. So if you're in the top 10, I assume that you're a good defense. That means you're good on both sides of the ball in some fashion. But when you're middle of the pack and lower, you're just a bad defense. And so I just want to throw that at you guys because I hear middle of the pack all the time. And for me, middle of the pack don't mean anything good. So let's get into the film and break it down. We got Carolina's defense. And I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with the defense. Why they give up so many yards. They give up 144.3 yards per game to the run. And there's got to be a reason for it. Got to be a reason for it. So I'm going to break down a few plays just to see if I can find some stuff that give us a reason why they're not sound against the run. Now, I want to put a disclaimer out there. I don't know Carolina's scheme. I can only go off what I know, just seeing the things that I know and how techniques should be played and how things should be. And so that's what I'm going to do. This is my opinion. It ain't based on anything else because, like I said, I don't know their scheme. And their scheme could tell these guys to do something totally different. And everybody got their own plan and own situation on how they want to do things. But for me, being a guy who's coached the top defense against the run, had number 1 run, number 7th run, number 3 run, I was in the top 10 versus the run. There's little things that you have to do in order to be good against the run. You got to be technique sound and your alignment got to be good. You know what I'm saying? Your technique, your alignment, and you got to carry out your assignment. You got to know what you're doing and where you should be in the defense. If anything breaks down in the defense, then a lot of other things are going to break down too, especially in the middle of your defense, the A-gap. You guys hear me say all the time that the A-gap player is the foundation of the defense. This guy right here, If he's in his A gap, he's the foundation of the defense. He can't break down. He got to be solid in here, and that's what's got to happen. So let's go through it, and we'll try to see if we can find some things that could be better. Okay, on this play, what we got on defense, Carolina's in a 3-4 defense. They got 3 down linemen, 1, 2, 3. They got 2 outside linebackers standing up right here. Okay, so basically, this guy right here is either a 4-eye or he head up. It ain't defined well enough, but I think it should be a 4-eye inside right here. This D tackle right here should be a 4-eye right here. This D tackle right here is a shade technique. Now I like his alignment. He's heavy because we got eye backs right here. We got eye backs. We got a quarterback under. So I like his alignment because he's heavy. Put that foot right down the middle of this guy. Be heavy here. Okay. This guy right here is a 3 technique. And a lot of times when I feel like if you got a 0 shade or a heavy shade, then sometimes it's better to put these guys in a 4-eye, give them a better chance to win right here. But right here, he's in a 3 technique. And if you're going to play a 3 technique against an I formation, you need to be, this inside foot need to be down the middle of this guy. You got to get tighter and heavier on this guy to avoid getting doubled up out of there. Right here, they got angles on him. These guys going to come together right here on this D tackle, and they're going to wash him up out of here. They're going to get him off the ball. And you don't want that. You want to set a new line of scrimmage. You want to punish this guy and make this double team hard right here so you can set this line of scrimmage. You either stalemate or we knock it back. It's got to be one or the other, but it can't be no knockback right here, knocking me off the ball and creating a seam right here. This guy got to close right here. Down block, he got to close like hell, go meet the puller, and the puller coming back, anything coming back, full back, whatever, go meet this deep as you can meet it to take away some of these gaps inside here. So let's run the play, and we'll go through it, and I'll stop it as we go. Okay, right away, we're getting a double team right here. They're moving him off the ball. It's because he was too loose right here. He can't get enough of this guy to stop this double team from knocking him off the ball, okay? And a lot of times you get knocked off the ball right into the linebackers. This guy got to close, okay? You see the puller coming back right here. You see the puller coming across right here. He got to close. To get a down block, you got to close like hell and go meet this as deep as you can meet it, okay? If you don't close fast enough and meet it, then you're going to leave a little alley up in here, a little running lane up in here for this back to get through, and that's what's going to happen on this play. Because he's not tight enough on this guy and knocking him back, they're able to get this double team and knock him off the ball, and they're going to create a little alley for this running back to get through and run. Right here. See how far off the ball he is? And he's fighting. He can't stay in there. They had angles on him. So it's tough to play a double team when they got angles on you like that. That way you got to get tighter and punish this guy. And here's another reason I say get tighter. If you get tighter on this guy right here and punish him, you don't let him get up to the second level, get a linebacker or something like that, okay? And then you keep this guy on you, because this guy, you're knocking this guy back, you punishing, and he don't feel like he got you out of here. He hang a little bit longer, giving these guys time to get where they need to be to go make a play. But he need to be tighter right down the middle of this guy because he's got eye backs. He need to be tighter, go punish this guy. You hear me say this all the time, especially when it comes to double teams. Attack 1, defeat 2. Punish 1, defeat 2. Try to punish 2 or defeat 2, they defeat you. They knock you off the ball. So you got to get tight and punish this guy. You got to knock him off the ball, off the line of scrimmage. Get these two guys on separate levels. Get these two guys on separate levels, and you can win right there. He get down to here, and go close. Go close. Down block, close like hell. We good to go. On the backside here, this guy's responsible for this inside B gap. So if this guy's a 4-eye backs, he's too heavy right here. He's playing this like a 2-gap technique. He's head up this guy. He need to take his outside foot, put it down the middle of this guy because they're in eye back. So I put it right down the middle of this guy, then he'll be in a perfect alignment right here. He's responsible for this inside B gap right here. So let's run it again. So when we snap the ball, he's already beat. He's outside right now. If this tackle wall him off any kind of way and his back want to cut it back right here, he probably got that. Okay? See what I'm saying? He probably can get that. But he want to be right in this B gap right here. Now the guard pulled, so the gaps changed a little bit, right? Gaps changed a little bit, okay? And so right here, you can't get knocked off the ball. Got to be physical. Right here, come meet this. I don't know why he's trying to wrong arm it or something, but just come meet it. Get down here, down block, come meet this as deep as you can meet it, and try to go make a play. Punish him. See what I'm saying? Don't brace for it right here. Don't brace. Come get this. Come get this and go meet it. I got a film on here. If you go down, you say how to close on a down block. It's one of the Cleveland players closing on a down block. You got to come meet this and come get this. You got to break glass, whatever you call it, get on in there and go get it, okay? There's no way this guy can block you if you come and bring it to him, okay? And then you'll close off some of this area right here and be good to go. But right here, the back was allowed to get up in here because he got knocked off the ball, and now the back found a alley outside here. Look, he got nowhere to go right here. Think about it. If we come down here and meet this puller, meet it like we mean it, he really ain't got nowhere to go. If this guy come down here and meet this and go try to be physical and meet this and stay alive, whatever, they got nowhere to go. But when you come around here, this guy scraped too wide, I feel. He scraped a little bit too wide right here. But when they come around here, this back, he had nowhere to go right here. And then he saw a little alley outside. He got outside, and then he got a bunch of yards. Actually, he got a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? So just those little things right there go a long way when you play in the run game. Long way when you play in the run game. So to sum it up, don't get knocked off the ball here. Get tighter, knock this guy back. Punish this guy. Punish this guy. If you punish this guy and you knock him off, get him on separate levels, it make this guy hang a little bit longer, give these guys time to go play, and then this guy can't get up to the second level. When you loosen the gap like this, especially in the eye backs, when you this loose, when you expect double teams, when they get in eye backs and stuff like that, when you loose, you give them all the options. Okay, they can double you out of there. They got angles on you. They can double you out of there, okay? They can scoop you. He can hit you, and this guy can come around and wall you off to the inside, or slip blocks, whatever you want to call it. They can slip block and get up to the second level, and this guy can get a head across because you're so much closer to this guy for him to do some things. So what we're doing by getting tighter is taking this guy out the equation. Get tighter here, knock back, control this B gap, get them on separate levels. Don't let them get knocked off the ball, and then we got a better situation right here. We won't get this run out on us right here. Right here. He had nowhere to go. He just found a little light outside, hit it, and ran for a touchdown. On this play, what we got here is a 5-man surface. When I say 5-man surface, 5 players on one side of the center. Here's our center right here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They got 13 personnel on the field. 1 running back and 3 tight ends. So it's 13 personnel. A lot of teams will match 13 personnel with another big guy coming in the game, okay? But since they run a 3-4 defense, they're fine. They're fine. So what's got to happen here is that some teams will run plays out of this, and they're going to run a play later on out of this formation, okay? So what's got to happen here, I feel we got to treat this, a 5-man surface right here, we got to treat it like unbalanced. Even though he's not a tight end, he's a tackle, we got to treat him as a tight end, okay? And we got to treat this guy as a tackle because he's a big tight end, okay? We got 3 of them. And what they're doing is trying to create extra gaps here, okay? A, B, C gaps are normal. We always get that in football. But right here, a D and an E gap. They created 2 extra gaps here, so we got to play this accordingly. So the only way you're going to be able to play this, I feel, is go unbalanced, right. This is our new center. This is our new center right here. So this is our new center, so we got to move everybody over a gap. So right here, we got a guy outside right here standing up. This guy got to go to a 3 technique on the center right here because remember, this is our new center, so he's a guard now. This is a new center. He's a guard now. 3 technique here. We go to a shade right here. Move this guy right here over. Go to a shade technique. Move this guy out here and put him in a 4-eye outside right here. 4-eye outside right here. And then right here we'll be in the crease, hitting this crease right here. We'll be hitting this crease right here with this guy. Okay. And then we set. We got a good front right here. Right. We got a good front. These 2 guys are going to move. They're going to shift over to this side. Shift over to this side. So whenever 2 guys move on an offense, we got to reload. So now we come out of the unbalance. We call it a right call. This is a right call now. Okay. So basically we go back to our base front. Since they're a 3-4 defense, it's a right call, right? It's a right call. So now we have these guys play accordingly. And this guy right here probably will be in here. This guy right here will be in a 4-eye here. This guy should be in a shade here on this side. This guy should be in a 4-eye here. Okay. This guy, because we got 2 outside now. He can get down in a 6-eye technique right here. Get in a 6-eye right here. Because we got 2 guys outside. So a 6-eye, put him in a 4, put this guy in the shade. Okay. This guy right here will be down in a 4-eye technique because it's a 3-4 defense. And this guy here standing up, he will be in this crease right here. Then we got a solid defense. We went back to our base front and we can play football. Okay, and what Detroit is doing is getting them out of position, and they're hitting these gaps, they're hitting places, and they're getting yards on them because they're not in good alignments. They're not getting back to the spots they need to get back to be able to stop this stuff. So when they ran this ball, they can find little seams here and there, and this guy ain't ready. And it looked like to me, and I'll say this, looked like to me that instead of moving back and getting set, moving back to a spot and getting set and being ready to go, look like they stunned. Look like to me that Carolina may be stunned to these gaps. And one thing about movements, when you stun to gaps and stuff like that, you're never gonna be physical. You're never gonna be physical when you're on the move like that. He get knocked up out of here. This guy never makes it across, and it's just like it makes it a lot tough on your defense. Okay, not tough on your defense, and then this guy gonna run right up here, hug this, and get right up through this gap right here for a nice little run. See what I'm saying? Good running back. He hugged that and get right up through here for a nice little run. There's too many yards giving up right here that don't have to be given up. Okay? We just got to go back to our base defense. Okay? Originally, let's go all the way back. Let's go all the way back and explain it one more time. Right now, we were saying this is unbalanced, 5-man surface, easy to see. Linebackers can call it. Hey, unbalanced, right. Unbalanced, right. Because we got this 5-man surface over here. So we go unbalanced, okay? We go unbalanced. We got this guy already outside here. He come down to a 3 technique here. This is our new center. So this guy right here will go over to a shade. This guy right here will go over to a 4-eye. Then we got this guy off the ball right here. He'll be in this crease right here. We good. Okay? We good. Okay? If this was a 4-man front, this is a 5-man front. So we already good. It's pretty much big for us already. Okay? It's big for us already. But this was a 4-3. We'll probably have to match with another big guy because we got these 3 tight ends here. We got 13 personnel in here. We'll match with another big guy. Because since we got a 3-4 here, we got 5 big guys in here. We can handle this. So this is unbalanced. Treat it as unbalanced even though it's not unbalanced. Okay, when these 2 guys go over, we check. We back to our original base call. But what we got to do is get aligned properly. And I think what they do, Carolina's doing, they're trying to stunt to these things. They're trying to get here by stunting there, getting to their spots by stunting there. Instead of moving over in these spots and being set and be able to knock people off the ball, they're moving sideways. And when the ball's not, they get knocked off the ball. This guy going to over here and get knocked off the ball here. This guy never going to make a cross face here. So I feel like when you get this right here and you reload it, you check it, and you go back to your original defense, well, let's go back to the original defense because this guy will be a shade. He's been playing shade in 3-4 the whole time, so he'd be a shade or a 0, whatever you want to call it. So he'll be a shade or a 0 over here. Okay, this guy right here will be a 4-eye here. Okay, this guy right here will be a 4-eye here. Okay, this guy right here we got 2 outside. Put him down in the 6-eye because we call it right call. No need for him to be outside with 2 guys. We don't need 2 guys outside here. We don't. We just need this guy to get down in here now, play a 6-eye. Okay, and over here, this guy need to be in this crease. Right here, hitting this crease right here in this wing. Now we solid across the front. We got a crease player, we got a 4-eye, we got a shade, we got a 4-eye, and then we got a guy playing a 6-eye technique backside because we can't have 2 outside right here. And now we're a solid defense we can go play. But you're giving them these alleys right here to run on, and this back is hugging it, and you get like 4 or 5 yards right here. It's too much. Okay, right here, we're still in a 3-4 defense. Okay, we got an outside guy right here in the 9 technique. That's our DN in the 9 technique. We got defensive tackle right here in the 4-eye. Now he looked more head up. If he's a 4-eye, he got to take this outside foot, put it down the middle of this guy, give him a perfect alignment, especially with them being quarterback under and the back at home. Put it right here, get this foot, put it right down the middle of this guy, and you're being a perfect 4-eye technique. Okay, so you won't be too heavy on this, but be in a good position, a good alignment to go win this. Okay. This guy right here is fine. He got his foot down the middle of this guy with the quarterback being under, back at home. That's a good position right there. He's good. This guy need to take his outside foot and put it right down the middle of this guy and get more inside so he can handle this a little bit better. Because what's going to happen is this guy going to get cut out. He's going to get cut out by this tackle. This tackle going to come inside of him. He's going to end up outside this tackle. Because he got to get in here, put this foot down the middle, be more inside, shoot his hands to the inside number. And because this guy's trying to cross his face, if he's trying to cross your face, shoot your hands to his inside number, knock him back, and realize that he's trying to cross your face, get down the line of scrimmage, go make a play. Get down the line of scrimmage, go make a play. But right here, he's a little bit too heavy because he's heavy on this guy. Take this foot, put it down the middle of this guy, knock back. If you try to cross your face, you already know the ball being run over here. So as soon as this guy try to reach across your face, you know the ball being run over here. Get off of it, come down here and make a play. He's going to end up outside. This back going to take this ball. He's going to cut it all the way back and get some nice yards right here. Nice yards right here. Just got to play this technique right here a lot better. This technique got to be played a lot better. See, he already losing. He done lost this battle already. So let me say this. I always teach guys, if they get in trouble, what do they do next? What do you do next here? Okay? If you know where your gap is and you're a smart football player, my next instinct, if I'm outside here, he got me, is snatch and get back across the face the best way I can. Or put his body in the gap and just drive his ass all the way down here. But right here, he got time to get back across the face. Snatch, get back across the face, get back where you need to be. Because if you don't, you're going to leave a lane there for the running back to cut back and get a bunch of yards. Right now, we got 2 outside. Okay? We got 2 outside. And that's never good. That's never good. If his alignment was better from the get-go, he would be in a better position to play this. He's just too heavy. He's too heavy. He need to take his foot. Alignment is everything, guys. That's why you give guidelines to how you line up in certain formations. Okay? With the quarterback back at home, he got to take this outside foot, put it right down the middle of this guy, be more inside so he can shoot his hands, get off of this, and go make this play. That's the only thing that's wrong with this defense right here. See what I'm saying? He's outside now. We got 2 outside. The cutback lane is right here. The running back can see it. This guy right here playing well. Get over the top. Okay, fight this double team right here. Fight this right here. And we're good to go. I mean, everybody else is fighting up here. They're fighting their butt off. The linebackers trying to get across to their gaps. And we're good to go. We go back, when this guy motion across, this linebacker here is responsible for this gap. Okay. And this guy's just he's gonna flow. He's gonna flow. Okay, and we probably got a guy with the ball right here that's coming down and run support right here. We should have a guy coming and run support right here. And the middle linebacker is flowing with the ball. So it's just one of those things where he's getting across. That's his gap right there. He's getting across here. Okay, he should be here. He should be here. He's fighting to get back there. He's fighting to get back there, and he's just flowing with the ball. He's fighting this double team. He's setting the edge right here. Should have another guy right here coming down and run support to help out here. And so now we got the cutback happening. So there you go right there. That's the run support guy right there. He's coming down and run support. Now we got this cutback happening, and he's going to get a whole bunch of yards because we got one guy that didn't do his job that should have been more inside that can get down here and stop this run. And this is why they're giving up so many rush yards. Okay, we back to a 5-man surface again. So they got 13 personnel in here. Here's a tight end, 1 tight end, 2 tight end. They go to your 3rd tight end right here. So they're back to this 5-man surface on this side of the center. Center's right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I keep saying over and over again, a lot of teams are doing this year. I saw Arizona run for a touchdown on this very play against Dallas. Everybody's doing this 5-man surface right here, bringing in 13 personnel because now they want to try to get guys outside and on these DBs and stuff, get pullers and stuff. That's going to be the next phase. They're going to pull guys outside, down block, pull guys outside. DBs can't cut these guys anymore because of the new rule. They can't cut outside the box, okay? So basically, right here we got a 5-man surface, right? So we got to treat it as unbalanced. That's what we got to do because it's a 5-man surface. They're creating extra gaps, and we got to take away those gaps some kind of way. So my suggestion is to go unbalanced, okay? Treat this guy as a tight end, even though he's not a tight end, okay? Well, like we said earlier, okay? He's the new center. So it's unbalanced, right, unbalanced, right. So he will be outside. This guy will be in a 3 technique right here. This guy right here will be in a shade on the center right here, the new center. He'll be on the shade right here, okay? This guy will be where he's at in the 4-eye right here, and this guy's in the crease right here. So we good. Right here, that's where we would be. Now on this play, what they're doing is they're slanting everybody to these gaps. This guy trying to get down here to this B gap. This guy's trying to get over here to the A gap. Okay, we got this tackle right here trying to get across face to this gap, and you got these guys just going left. Everybody's slanting left. Okay, the D end, the D tackle, all these guys are slanting left. Okay, because they're trying to slant to this right here. That's what they're trying to do. I'm assuming they're trying to slant to this right here. Okay, so what's going to happen on this is that these guys going to slant, but it's going to make them real soft. And this guy right here going to motion and come across formation. He was coming to get this guy. He was coming to get this guy, but they got some kind of blitz on here. These guys are slanting. They got a guy coming out the corner here, and then he ended up missing the tackle, and it was out the gate. See, everybody's slanting. See, it makes us real soft when we have to do this kind of stuff. And we do all this slanting and stuff. Teams that do a lot of slants and stuff like that, it makes you real soft up front. You can't get no knockback to go handle this run game. So it makes you real soft up front. Okay, running sideways rather than knocking people back, setting a new line of scrimmage. That's what's going on here. Okay, and now this running back is coming behind this guy that's coming back to crack this end, but the end up inside, which actually made it easier for them. Now, I will say this guy probably should have continued outside, but he decided to go up and get this linebacker. So either way, he's good. You know what I'm saying? Either way, he's good. So he probably made the best decision, really, because he came up and got this linebacker, sealed him, realized everybody was slanting away from him, sealed him, and all you got to do is beat this guy one-on-one. And these guys sometimes, a lot of times, are not good tacklers. They're not good tacklers. We hate to lead them one-on-one with running backs. Hate to lead these guys one-on-one with running backs, and that's exactly what happened on this play. Leave one-on-one, okay, and make a guy miss, and now he's outside, gaining a whole bunch of yards. Matter of fact, he almost scored there. So it's just a lot of unnecessary runs that's being given up because of how we playing up front and how they playing this stuff up front. Okay, I hate stunts. I hate these stunts like this, sideways stunts, and a lot of times if they got a play call that's going the opposite of the way you stun, they're gonna have some success. Okay, I just hate that you make these guys so soft by going stunt all the time, stun to these spots. Whether I'd rather say, okay, unbalanced. Now this guy move, we can just stay unbalanced. Really, only one guy move. If two guys move, we go back to our regular defense. If one guy motions across here, we good. This guy right here stay outside. He down block. He's gonna down block. These guys gonna down block. He come meet this outside with his inside shoulder, meet this, and keep this back on the inside right here. He can't bounce it outside of him. He meet this, go make a play on the running back, close off these gaps right here, this gap right here, and we good to go. We got it boxed in. These guys gonna be playing sound defense, okay? Because he will be here in the 3 technique. This is our new center. He will be in the shade. This guy will be where he's at, and this guy will be right off the edge right here. So basically, when this guy went motion, he was in this crease, right? When this guy went motion, he just stay put. We good across the board right here. We're good across the board. We got our linebackers in these extra gaps. We're good to go. And we just play defense. I mean, I always say this in my videos, and I really believe this. Sometimes less is more, and sometimes more is less. What I mean by that, sometimes by doing less on defense, you can play faster. You're more physical. You're doing all those things you need to do to get it stopped. But sometimes when you do too much on defense, then you make the defense soft. You're doing too much, and you get less out of it. So that's what's going on with their defense. They're just doing too much. Just go ahead and just get set, play, be physical, and you can start this run game. You can knock it in the head. But right now, we're getting up big runs like this, which kill your stats at the end of the day. On this play, it's just all about being physical and not making bad steps. This guy right here is lined up in a 4-eye technique, okay? This tackle is lined up in a 4-eye technique, okay? Okay, we got a shade right here from this D tackle. This D tackle right here is in the 3 technique. He's outside in the 5, okay? And this guy right here is in the 9 technique right here. Right here, we got a wide receiver, so I'm not worried about him as much. You know what I'm saying? We got a tight end right here, so we can just play right here and set this edge and be good to go, okay? But right here, quarterback under, back at home. This foot should be down the middle of this guy to give you a better alignment to go attack this up front, go attack this straight ahead. Okay, what's going to happen on the play is this guy going to end up going back and playing this guy or stepping down, have a bad step down inside, and he's going to end up on the other side of this guy, and he's going to end up on the ground. He's going to end up on the ground. He got to be physical right here through that inside shoulder in that inside number and knock this back. Set a new line of scrimmage. He's responsible for his inside B gap right here. Okay? If he knocked this back, we good. We gravy. We good to go. They don't have anything right here. If he just knocked this back. If this guy right here just go ahead and set this edge right here, we got a guy off the ball that's responsible for this gap right here, we good to go. But right here, we got so soft that we gave him everything they wanted and ended up in the end zone. Right here. See, he went going back to this guy. Look at his first step. He should be stepping straight ahead. This guy right here should be stepping straight through this inside number, straight through his shoulder, knocking it back. Go ahead and hang this hand. I hate guys when they rest this hand or rest this elbow on their pad. Hang this hand so you can get it to this guy faster. Hang these hands so you can get them to these guys faster. Early in my career, I did the same thing. I had this elbow resting on my thigh pad, but I learned real quick to hang it so I can get my hands to these guys faster so I can control these guys. I can control these guys. Knock them back because your hands control these guys. You got to get your hands from the ground to this guy as fast as you can. knock him back, stay here. Do not step down inside. When he stepped down inside, he allowed this guy to get on him, and then it was a mess. It was a mess. Let's watch it. Okay, see that first step? The first step was down inside, back to this guy. He's supposed to be going through this guy, knocking this guy back. Okay, watch where the running back run this ball. He should be knocking this guy back, and also he's allowing this guy to come up here and seal another guy, and makes it easy for them to run this play. He come get another guy now. See, he coming to get another guy. He's on his knee. He inside. He inside. He's supposed to be out here knocking this back. He's supposed to be right here knocking this back. There's no play if he do that. So now he end up on the ground inside this guy, and that looked bad right there. That looked really, really bad right there. You never want to be in this position. That's why you got to get your footwork right and attack straight ahead. Step straight ahead. 6-inch step, attack the inside number, shoot your hands to his inside number, knock it back, and we in business. But this right here happened, and it's an easy walk into the end zone. One more time. You cannot step down inside here. When you playing a shade technique, you want to attack that inside number with your hands. Attack right through him straight ahead, okay? I like shaded techniques because it defines this a little bit better for you. If this guy base block you, then you know they're running right at you or right outside of you, okay? If he base block you, they're running right here in your gap or outside of you. If he try to cross your face, you know they're running over here. So you punch it, get out and get down the line. Go make a play. Go help out, okay? That's why I like shaded techniques, shade to the inside. And I did a video on this a while back, so you guys can go check that out. But I love shaded techniques, but you got to align properly. Take this foot, put it down the middle of this guy to have a better alignment, more inside right here, so you can go attack straight ahead up the field, knock this back. They got no play right here. They got no play right here. That's the breakdown on this play right here. Inside, stepped inside. Now you got two guys. He's allowed to come up and get another guy. Now we got problems. See? Got problems. Now he on the ground. That don't look good. He's in the end zone. Okay, on this play, I mean, Carolina didn't do a bad job on this play. They only gave up like 2 or 3 yards on this play, but they still got alignment problems, okay? Because right here, it should be a left-left call, okay? Here's your tight end and big tight end, big wing set right here, right? So basically, we should call it a left-left call. Should be a left-left call. This guy should be right here inside in the 6-eye. We got 2 tight ends on the ball. He should be in the 6-eye here. We got 2 outside again. He need to be down in here on the 6-eye technique, playing this guy right here, okay? This guy playing this 3 technique right here. He's responsible for this B guy. Well, what they're doing, I think they're stunned. I think these guys are stunned across the face right here. He's trying to go from a 3 to a 2. He's trying to go from a 2 to a 3, and it makes you soft. But they got away with it right here. They got away with it right here because, you know, they did enough to get this to minimum yards, okay? Right here. He is knocking it back. He tried to get across the face. He's knocking this back. He's trying to, see, he's running sideways right here, running out here in the back, trying to get up through here. The linebacker settle down inside here, you know what I'm saying? And then in this guy right here, the guy that came across with that tackle, the tackle ended up coming across the face right here, getting across the face right here, and they pretty much had a perfect stunt on for what they were running. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times you stunt, they run something that away from your stunt, and then they kill you. But right here, it's just an alignment problem right here. He eased in there late. But see, I'd rather for these guys go ahead and get in there. See, go ahead and get in here. So you can be ready to go and the ball snap, and this guy try to cut you out across your face. You know where it's going. Get down the line, go help. Get down the line, go help. We got a guy outside here. So I just think they got to just get aligned, get where they need to be. And a lot of times, all this stunt stuff, it don't work. It don't work that well. To go ahead and get these guys lined up so you can go attack and knock this back. And that'll eliminate a lot of your yards that you're giving up on defense. Right now, we got guys stunning and running sideways too much. If he gets cut off, which this guy just did a poor job of cutting him off, if he gets cut off, they got something here, okay? Watch this. If he got cut off, this guy right here, because his head's still over here, he never got across really. He pushing on this guy, and it just worked out for him. And he's standing straight up. But my thing is, if this guy do a better job of blocking him and cutting him off, they may have something here. This backer may not make this tackle because he's actually widening out right here. This back could cut it back if they just do that, and they got something here. But they didn't do a bad job. They ended up getting him on the ground here for a minimum gain. But it's like the alignment problems. The alignment right here. Go ahead and get in here. Line. Hey, let's go ahead and just get where we need to be. Okay, it's a left call. Okay, give me a shade. If you're going to be a shade, give me a 6 out here. Give me a shade. Okay, give me a 3 technique. Give me the 4 out right here. You good? And we're going to go play football. The only problem I see with this defense, this guy, go ahead and get in the 6-eye. Don't have to walk down to it, ease down to it. You never know when the snap's going to happen. The quarterback's under center, back is at home. Just go ahead and line up in it. Knock back here in the 2-eye, okay? Outside here, we got a 6-eye right here, a 6-eye right here. Go ahead and knock that back. We're good to go. Got a good defense. But I think that we get soft when we do a lot of this stunt stuff, and it makes us real soft. And we're fortunate that he was able to stay with this, because he could have got cut off. This guy did a poor job of cutting him off, and they probably could have had something here, but they didn't get anything. And now this end that should have been in that 6-eye to begin with, should have been on here to begin with, especially with this being a left call, he could have played this a lot better, okay? He's in here and he get cut off. This guy run sideways, try to cut him off, and now he just fighting too much to try to get back in here, okay? Instead of being in here, knocking him back, get on the line, he's fighting too hard to get back in there. Now he get outside. Now we got all these guys outside here. If this guy got cut out and he cut this back, he may have some. It's just like the alignment problems could cause other problems. That's why I put this on here. And that's it. All I see from Carolina is alignment problems, align properly for what you see in the backfield, what kind of set they're giving you in the backfield. Okay, don't get too heavy. You got to be able to know when you have to put your foot down the middle of a guy, give yourself more leverage, or get tighter in I formations and give yourself a better chance to defeat double teams and stuff like that. It's all about alignments. Alignments can help you win so many battles, okay? It's also when they go on that 5-man surface stuff. And if they do move 2 guys, get back to a regular formation and just play football. But I see a lot of slants, a lot of stuff like that, a lot of stunts. And a lot of times stunts make defensive linemen soft up front. I'd rather just line up in it and let's go kick some butt. Let's set a new line of scrimmage. Let's man our gaps and let's play solid defense. And so that's why you see them giving up 144.3 yards per game, because they're not set when the ball is set, or they moving when the ball moves, which making them be soft. It's causing them to be soft. And if they can just eliminate all the movement and all the alignment problems, and allow these guys to just play football and be physical, it would eliminate their mistakes and making them a better run front and playing the run a lot better. That's what's got to happen. And this is week 5 right here when they play Detroit. I'm looking forward to looking at week 6 when they play Miami and see if they did anything different. But that's the problem with them right now. They got too much movement, making them soft. Guys are not physical enough too. I mean, you saw that goal line play. Guys, you got to be physical through those inside shoulders, especially when you're in a shaded alignment where you're inside shade alignment. Go through the inside shoulder, knock it back. Those kind of things got to happen. So a lot of times the coaches will give you the plan, but it's up to the players to take that plan to the field. You got to take it from the practice field to the game and execute that plan and make it work. Coaches can't be on the field with you. You got to get out there yourself. Now, the coaches got to give you the plan that can work for you, but as far as going out and executing that plan, the players got to go do that, okay? Players got to go do that. So that's what I see is wrong with Carolina. I will do another video when they play Miami, because Miami's a good run team. I want to see that video and see if they did anything different, if anything hurt them. The team's going to use the same stuff. They're going to continue to use the 5-man surface until you fix it. They're going to continue to do those things. And they're going to find little wrinkles that they can use to exploit you. And you got to fix that stuff and be good at that stuff in order to make it work for you. Carolina is a team that can improve their run game with just a few minor adjustments. Doing less is more, and doing too much, you get a lot less out of it. Okay, guys, that's it for this video. Club 93 is officially closed.